YouTube community. How's it going? It's Christine, narc survivor, thriver, warrior, empath, whatever you want to call me. So today's video is how basically the narcissist, how they categorize their children. I just recently did a TikTok video that is in lieu with this video, and I just wanted to kind of touch base with my my YouTube community. So again, I am not a doctor or psychologist. I am simply referencing, sorry, loud vehicle driving by, all my personal experiences with a past ex-narcissist. Now notice I referred to past ex-narcissist, not my narcissist. He is not mine. He is simply just a narcissistic cluster B personality disorder individual. Okay, so firstly, when a narcissist refers to their children, my personal experience, it was always an example, I quote, "When can I see my boy? You're not going to let me see my boy." They never refer to their children by their name. It's always like my boy, my girl, my children, like a materialistic possession. Sorry, there's a loud truck driving by. Construction going on. We'll wait a minute. So they always refer to their children like a materialistic possession. In certain circumstances, the narcissist would, when corresponding through email or text, wouldn't even be able to spell his child's name correctly. It's actually quite sad. So they're more like a materialistic possession. They will only make time for their children when it's convenient for them or makes them look good, or they're able to gain something or some sort of resource that they can obtain through the children, whether it's to gain control of you. And that's mostly why the narcissist even bothers with their children, in my personal experience, is just to try and gain control of you or to the image, because they're all about image and perception of the outside community world of how they view the narcissist. So whenever they're able to pencil or schedule in their children to meet their needs or fit them into their schedule so it doesn't take away from their party or drug atmosphere, then obviously they will do so. In my TikTok video, I also get into the aspect of so if the new supply is on board and kind of, usually narcissists go for younger supply, and they're not all about having, children, obviously, because of their age. The narcissist will abandon and discard their children like they were garbage or they meant nothing to them, without even a blink or a thought. Ideally, the narcissist presumes that at a later date the children will reach out or come back perhaps, and then they can put all the blame on you. It doesn't work that way. The children, for myself, my father was absent throughout my whole life, and I don't care to reach out. There has been attempts made on his behalf. It could be a simple friend request on Facebook or an email or a text, and I've chosen not to open that door. And a lot of children that have narcissistic parents who are brought up by a non-narcissistic parent will later to discover that they don't want to open that door. They would rather keep toxic in their own toxic environment or life. So with that being said, essentially the narcissist at some point will try to re-enter to gain control over yourself, because when a narcissist discards, they never fully discard. They put you on a shelf temporarily until they're good and ready to take you off the shelf, and they feel like you will just sit there and wait. Now, if you have caused a narcissistic injury, and that is where they have no chance in hell to kind of re-enter the situationship, they won't. They will try to find a time in your life where they feel or see that you are vulnerable. And I say the time where they see is because they're always lurking. They're always watching you. narcissists might portray that they've fallen off the face of the earth with the new supply and they're living this grandiose, fabulous, they rode off to the sunset and they're living this amazing life. It's not the case. They are sitting there lurking and watching. They never go away. And so they will try to find a time in your life or a spot in your life where you're vulnerable, and it could be as simple as a family member passing away, a breakup with a spouse. They will try to get to you at your weakest moments and work their way back in, and that's a huge no-no. Don't ever let that happen. Narcissists never change. They will forever be who they are, and the abuse will just get 10 times worse. And if they have failed at destroying you the first time, they will do whatever it takes to be successful a second time. Don't ever open that door or let that happen. So, excuse me. So the narcissist presumes that the child or children later on in life will reach out, and the chances of that happening are very slim to none. The children will have been raised by a proper parent, and if that parent has met somebody, that obviously step parent would be proper, and fill in the void and presumably take on the role of a parent. As the child progresses into adulthood, the child will obviously see that they've had everything that they've needed their whole lives. The people that were present were obviously present because they wanted to be a part of that child's life. And also just educating and teaching your children about narcissistic abuse and narcissism in its full extent. Educating your children is key. So essentially, that's what the narcissist thinks. Unfortunately, the probability of that happening is not. It's just not going to happen. The narcissist lives in a delusional world. It's very, their behaviors are very textbook, actually, coming to realize this recently. Most narcissists, they all act similar. Every situation's different, but the outcome usually, essentially, all results to the same outcome. So yeah, the narcissist, they never really, I'm thinking of the word, but to address their children by name. It's my boy or my girl, my baby. It's mine, mine, like a materialistic possession. Excuse me. So, basically, that's kind of just what I wanted to address today. I've learned this through personal experience over the last 2 years. And so I just wanted to share my knowledge with you all. So stay tuned. I will be uploading another video shortly with a ton of information in regards to the dealing with a narcissist during court procedures, either for divorce or obtaining custody of your children. So stay tuned for that one. And I hope you guys have a blessed day and stay narc free. Peace.